before we get into the drama of the National Guard getting deployed and the Marines getting deployed, I wanted to take a look at this little back of the track. I can't believe this. Yes, I can. I'm lying to y'all. Of course, I can believe that. You telling me Elon Musk would make a statement and then 2 to 3 days later make a statement that completely contradicts the statement he made the day before or a few days before? Elon Musk of all people? What? Of course he did. This is what he said this morning, 4:04 a.m. I'm just letting you know that this is 4:04 a.m. in Brazil time, which really means it's like probably like 1, 2 o'clock, wherever the hell he was at. And I'm just gonna say, you're not beating the drug abuse allegations tweeting at that time in the morning. That's all I'm gonna say. People gonna be like, oh, just took his out of the academy. That boy probably a couple of shrooms. That look like a shroom tweet to me. I'm just saying, as a frequenter, you know what I'm saying, as a person who also likes to take trips, it look like a shroom tweet to me. But this is what he said: I regret some of my posts about President Trump last week. They went too far. So I do want to say, first of all, you notice how he didn't say I lied? That's like the first thing. If by the way, if for whatever reason, because we have a storm outside, so for whatever reason my internet flickers, I will be back. It's about 2 minutes for my internet to reboot. So don't go anywhere. But like I said, notice how he didn't say I lied about what I said. He didn't say like I lied about the Epstein list, about Trump being on the Epstein list. He just said he regrets saying it. He took things too far. Yeah, generally, when you tell the truth about elites, a lot of them would consider it to be too far. That's what makes it the truth, and that's why they lie. Personally, I feel like there are a few reasons why he decided to backtrack. And by the way, Trump decided to backtrack too. He said like he wished him well, blah, 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 blah. But it was definitely in response to Elon making the decision to backtrack. First of all, like most of you, I believe that he probably got that phone call. And by that phone call, I mean, they probably was like, hey, do we need to take you on another trip to Auschwitz? Do we need to take you on another trip through Gaza? Like, he got the phone call. And by taking you on another trip, we're going to bring your ass to Israel and set you straight. Did you forget who you work for? Did you forget who made you rich? Did you forget who let you stay rich? I feel like, yeah, he probably got that call. But there was also a conversation that was had between the time that this started and the time that this basically was reconciled, which was Trump made an announcement that he intended on cutting all of the government contracts with Elon Musk's companies, principally with SpaceX. Now, what have I been telling y'all? I know y'all. If you watch this show all the time, I personally probably sound like a broken goddamn record, huh? But it's crazy because I sound like a broken record, but I always sound like a broken record 6 months later because I be telling y'all about this shit 6 months to a year in advance. I say Elon has his money because of government contracts. Elon is a fucking hypocrite. If he wants to start cutting money at Doge, Elon did not cut the amount of money at Doge, nowhere near the amount of money at Doge that he has made from, like, out of the money that he's made from government subsidies, government contracts, credits and all. He didn't even cut that much when he was working at Doge. He didn't make up for the difference that he caused. He didn't ding out the dent that he put in the car. Trump said it. His ally, his guy said it, not me. I'm just repeating what he said. Elon knows, because y'all have to remember why part of the reason the sole reason that Elon's so rich because of stocks, right? People invest in his stocks. That's where the majority of his money comes from. But why are his stocks so high? Ladies and gentlemen, it's because they know his companies are guaranteed to succeed as long as the federal contracts are guaranteed to keep coming in. So I know some people are like, well, maybe, but no, it's not like he's worth like $300 billion, whatever the hell he's worth. That 18 billion he got this just this last year. That's nothing. Oh yeah, it is, because it isn't just about this year. It's about next year, in the year. Hold up. We know that Tesla wouldn't have succeeded without the subsidies. We know SpaceX wouldn't have succeeded without the subsidies and the investors from the CIA and Google for whatever fucking reason. That's a whole different conversation. We know is it Neuralink won't succeed without the government being involved. We know. We invest in you because of your connection to the government. If that connection to the government is now severed, why would we continue to invest in you? And it's weird to me because it feels like, ladies and gentlemen, it just feels like at some point Elon Musk genuinely forgot that despite how much he has hyped himself up, because he definitely has hyped himself up, right? He drank his own Kool-Aid. That's what happens. This is what happens when you drink your own Kool-Aid. He literally forgot. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm only really this rich because of the government. I completely forgot. My bad. My bad, Trump. Ketamine should be making you crazy a little bit. But you know, ketamine might drop you up the wall, but the shrooms brought me back down. I'm here now. I'm back. My bad. You know I be having my days. That's kind of what happened. That's what it feels like. That's what it sounds like. Like, cause that's why he's rich. Why is Jeff Bezos as rich as he is? Especially when he was the richest man in the world. Why? Because of his shares. But why? Because the government, everybody knew he was working directly with the government to secure contracts. In various ways, not just like with data for Amazon, but with Google Maps, right? That was all done through Jeff Bezos with the Washington Post, which he eventually did sell, but he got rich because of stock shares. Those shares went up because of the guarantee that you have to be successful when your companies are directly linked to the government. Now, I will say that Trump also did have an incentive to better this relationship. Not saying that, you know, Trump necessarily would act on that incentive because, like, he's like, I don't know if he thinks that far ahead, but like, even though Elon could stand to lose him personally, hundreds of billions of dollars. Like, if he would have waited this out and he continued to harass and engage Trump in the way that he was engaging, and Trump froze him out the government for 4 years. I don't know how he would recover from that, from his shares. Because we know that the government is integral in Tesla being what it is, SpaceX being what it became, and having its influence. But SpaceX, NASA, apparently, which I am finding out recently, I know that SpaceX and NASA worked together. That's what I knew. Okay. I knew that SpaceX helped NASA. I didn't know that these dumbass motherfuckers can't operate without SpaceX now. I did not know that. Yes, you are correct. So microdosing does help neural pathways, but I don't microdose. Oh, I don't do shrooms unless I'm doing at least an eighth. At least. And usually it's a quarter. Listen, but like this, when I go on trips, I'm not flying to the next city. I'm flying to the next country. Yeah, I'm at the point where, yeah, because I've already done for a few years ago, I've already done ego death. So, which is what you all would basically, yeah, I would say it's about a half a ounce, I think. Yeah, that's roughly what it was. It was a half of an ounce of penis envy. So if you understand what that means in the context of shrooms, you understand what I'm talking about. So after that, really the only way to continue to have revelations in the way that you have them, you can't really go back to microdosing like that. But microdosing does help neural pathways, especially if you are a person that doesn't do shrooms often. So, yeah, anyway. I didn't know that NASA could not operate without SpaceX. That's nuts. How did you put yourself in a position where you cannot operate one of the most pivotal parts of your government without a private institution ran by a drugged out nut job with daddy issues? Timothy Hogan, excuse me. He'll go back to his pet buddy for the contracts. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. Like I said, he didn't say and technically they haven't been canceled yet. I'm pretty sure they had a conversation about that. Because like I said, he ain't say that he was lying. He didn't say he regrets sending them. He didn't say that he was lying in the tweets. Oh, so you're talking about ketamine? I haven't done ketamine before. I've never tried it. A lot of things are good in micro doses. Apparently, Elon was not microdosing a damn thing. I mean, based off of the things that we've seen, I know when somebody microdosing and when somebody is tripping. I know a streamer, and a lot of y'all probably would know, I'm not gonna say his name, but I don't think he does a stream without microdosing. Not ketamine, microdosing shrooms. But why would you do that? Like, why would y'all, this super important institution? And by the way, it ain't like, and it's funny because it ain't like NASA's become somewhat like more efficient since SpaceX has become part of the institution. It's just become more expensive. After Elon Musk spent all this time complaining about how inefficient and expensive NASA was with zero results. Like, we're in the exact same place. Except for now, Elon kind of got you by the balls in that respect. You would have to find an entirely different way to convert all operations because y'all handed everything over to Elon. Now, I just find this hilarious considering the fact that Trump is about to do the same, already did the same thing with Palantir. The DHS and all these institutions are literally not going, Social Security, like everybody, IRS, everybody. They keep talking about immigration. You and I both know it is not where it stops and it ain't where it starts. It's just what they talking about. But literally no one's going to be able to operate whenever they link and finish linking Palantir to the rest of these institutions, and then Palantir for whatever reason gets hacked and gets shut down, or they piss off Alex Karp or Peter Thiel. They're going to have them by the balls. They already kind of do in a lot of ways. And like y'all just, we witnessed this fallout from two unstable individuals with massive egos. And somehow people think it's going to end up different with Alex Karp, psychopathic ass. Alex Karp is a fucking psychopath. I dare say he might be worse than Elon Musk. Musk is like, oh, we'll cool who we want. Alex Karp is like, yep, our job is to go after our enemy. And if necessary, we got to kill him. This man can't stop talking about it. He literally just can't stop talking about killing people. Alex Karp is a weirdo. And they're like, yeah, man, sure. Let's just hand all our information over to this guy. What could go wrong? Like, what? That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. However, I just gotta say, didn't I tell you? I did. Yeah, just can I go ahead and I'm just gonna just real quick pat myself on the back. Just gonna pat myself on, because what did I not say? These two egos cannot coexist. Did I not say that, y'all? Did I not have that conversation right here? And some people were like, "Oh, that's fake news. Elon Musk isn't leaving the administration." And I was like, "Oh, yes, he is. Yeah, he is." Now, what story they give us versus what actually is true, like as to why he leaves, that'll vary. But I'm like, eventually it will come out. It's because they had beef. Did I not say that? Did I not see her on this show? And I remember breaking the news because it was like still fresh. I'm like, damn, I think I found it out on the live stream. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's out there. Because I find it hilarious once again that when this bill comes up, and they were trying to convince everybody at first that it was a mutual decision for Elon Musk to leave. But if this bill perturbs you so incredibly so that you got to attack people, call for Donald Trump's impeachment, call for other Congress people to be impeached for passing it, then why would you then abandon your post when it is your job? Literally, you were given the ability to create a department within the government to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen, and you abandon post and pretend like it was all good. Nah, it's because maybe you were privy to a lot of what was going to happen, and you were becoming more and more aware that you were nothing but a mascot, my guy. And you thought that you were co-president. He really did. Like Elon Musk actually, this is what happened when you drink your own Kool-Aid. Everybody thought that he was on the same page as them, right? Like Elon does know, like we just use him for money and for promotion to get these votes, right? He doesn't actually think that we're going to hand him actual power, right? He doesn't think that he is a diplomat. He doesn't actually believe we're going to let him make the government more efficient, right? He does know. Yeah, nah, I think he actually believes that he's part of this shit. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, get his ass up out of here because this is wild. Pretty sure everybody was in on it except for him. Because he started buying up. He started trying to buy off more elections. He spent a total of $300 million just in the U.S. Try to buy off Germany's election, every election except for the one with Trump, obviously. He tried to buy off, they lost. Like, he started thinking that he's like this political mastermind. No, you're a dumbass, useful idiot. And you would have stayed richer if you'd have just continued to stay a dumbass, useful idiot. And I also predicted, what did I say, y'all? I said, Elon Musk is not made for politics. He does not have the mentality. He does not have the psychology. He does not have the mental fortitude. He does not have the intestinal fortitude for politics. He is too sensitive. These daddy issues are too much for any therapist in the world to resolve. At this point, he's completely unhinged. He does not have the temperament for it. He has to respond to everything. He can't take criticisms. And he's an entitled man-child who believes that if I spend money, that means I am entitled to what I want. And you're going to do what I say. I said all this. I said this before Trump won the election, up until the point Elon left, and up until the point he attacked Trump. I've been saying this. And all the Trump people and all the pro-Elon people, you don't know it. Yeah, hey, Kelly Jones said, or Keo Jones said, sounds like Trump. Yeah, to a large degree. But the difference is, like, you got to give Trump some credit. Trump built his empire from the, like, well, not from the ground up, but the Trump brand is what it is because of Trump, for the most part. Like, I think that we, regardless of our differences with his politics, we know Trump is Trump. That real estate empire is his. Like, he wasn't relying. He came up in an era and he did business in a way where the money that he made, that's real money. That's like, I got real estate. You know, there ain't nothing more valuable than land. And he got New York land, Miami land, West Palm Beach land in countries you can't even pronounce. Land is tangible money. That billion you can count. Elon money is, if you ain't got the government, we don't need you. We can't count on you because you're not really all that smart, bro. Right? Elon money is who you know money. Trump's money was, I already paid for this. This is already, I already got it. I already got it bought. So, you get what I'm saying? There's a difference. He's still an entitled man-child. But you can make an argument Trump is the way he is because he believes, or he knows his history of success, and he believes, like, why would I not trust my own personal instincts when I built this and now I'm the damn president? That's how Trump is. Elon is, guys, I have money now. I'm the richest man in the world. Why don't you guys still listen to me? Why do I have to debate you? Why can't you just believe me because I'm rich? It's like, well, we all know how you got your money, bro. Like, also, you're a dumbass. You try to convince us that there was a genocide of white people happening in South Africa just because you wanted to put your little dumbass Neuralink in South Africa and they wouldn't let you. That's all. After years ago, trying to pretend like you actually had a problem, many years ago, where you try to pretend like I dodged the draft in South Africa because I just didn't want to be part of the racism. I didn't want to be part of the racist institution, bullying black people and all that. I just didn't want to be part of it. No, you're full of shit. You're a draft dodger because you're a bitch. Like, come on, guys. Could you imagine Elon Musk like holding a gun? I imagine it would be like the goofiest shit ever. Oh man. But hey, I'm just saying, everything that took place between Elon and Trump was predictable. And it's important that you remember how predictable it was. It's important that we know and remember Doge was a scam. Okay? Elon knew how problematic the Trump administration is and was. He knew information. He was privy of, allegedly, to information, based off of what he's saying, to information that was problematic, that was of the public interest. He didn't reveal it until he got screwed, until he felt like he was getting the short end of the stick. That reveals everything we need to know about his character. Obviously, we know here, he's not a principled man. He does not have any integrity. But these actions let the rest of the world know what we already knew. They're like, oh, like now you beefing with him? 2 days later? Oh, this bill's so bad. You knew, bro, y'all have to remember, these bills don't get made overnight. So let's be clear about that. Also, you literally were in charge of Doge. In other words, everything that was going into this bill, you were privy to, you had access to, and you weren't warning the American people 2-3 months ago. Interesting. You weren't, and once again, I think the final straw, partially at least, for Elon Musk was the fact that it seemed like Trump was going all in on Palantir, but in this bill, there was nothing earmarked for Elon's companies. Even though Elon got billions, he got like 18 billion or something like that, a little bit more actually, in total for all his companies at the beginning of the administration. But I feel like he wanted more. He literally referred to Trump as ungrateful. So I really feel like that was probably the last. It wasn't that he really had a problem with the bill. He only had a problem with the bill after he found out, hold up, you ain't got nothing here for me? For real? Oh, well, that's some bullshit. Epstein list. Trump's on the Epstein list. He ain't want to tell y'all. That's why he ain't release it. Motherfucker. You ain't gonna give me no goddamn money. I got something for your ass. But he knew. He was aware. And I don't know. I know that like maybe SpaceX and all that, they might not fail, but like politically, like you have to have to maintain the level of status that Elon has had. There is a level of political cooperation with really both parties that you have to maintain. I think we all know that. And there's a level of like, there's a type of composure you have to maintain. Like, yeah, you can pretend to be on one side a little bit more than the other, right? You can pretend, lean, you know, you blow with the wind, bro. That's usually how it goes. Blow with the wind, but keep it quiet. Blow with the wind within the barriers of the limited hangout. You know what the limited hangout is. You know what the limits of our discussions contain. Like, keep it there. Chose not to. Any politician speaking up against Palantir? Making excuses for Palantir, maybe. I genuinely haven't seen any politician just full stop, at least not any federal politician, just full stop, we got to challenge Palantir at all costs. And I think it's important to remember Peter Thiel worked a lot with Democrats. So he donated to a lot of Democrats over the last couple of decades. Also, Democrats are very, 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 very pro surveillance. And you know how I'm always saying, whenever we talk about policies in programs such as these, like with Palantir, we have to think about who is going, not just who's in charge now, but who's about to be in charge. And in this particular case, the Democrats are salivating at the opportunity to take advantage of what Trump is putting into place. They're salivating, y'all. Y'all think he's gonna say something about that? They're not gonna, they're like, yeah. It's just like this bill, right? Just like this big, beautiful bill. The Democrats basically aren't saying shit. Like I was saying with when I was talking with Dr. Wilmer Leon the other day, it's like it's not only that they're not saying anything, but it's bizarre how no one's talking about the fact that they're not saying anything, because it's this beef between Elon Musk and Trump has overshadowed it. Like the goofy parts of it, not the actual material facts of the beef. Like, okay, are we going to pretend like Elon Musk didn't just say that Trump was in Epstein files? And we knew to some degree that he was in Epstein files based off of public records. But like, because it's not just the fact that he said it, but it's that weird ass goofy show he put on to pretend like he was going to release everything. And now it looks like that was intentional. And then Kash Patel changing his stance to I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe at most 10. Kash Patel was talking about, you know, the Epstein files and how I got to release them and da-da-da-da. All of a sudden he goes on Joe Rogan and now he like, nah, man, you think that, you know, you think if I had video evidence, something like that, I wouldn't release it to the public? 100% we believe that. Even Joe Rogan was like, yeah, if they would let you, like maybe they wouldn't let you, like, but you think that I wouldn't? Like, but would they even let you? Joe Rogan actually and y'all know it's a rarity, my guy. It's rare as hell when Joe Rogan pushes back. And Joe Rogan was like, yeah, but would they even let you? Usually he would just let that shit slide. And I was waiting for him to be like, oh, this is that Joe Rogan shit. And he was like, but would they let you though? Like, do you even see him? Can you see him? Are you allowed to see? Like, those, I'm like, oh shit, look at Joe Rogan out here being a journalist for once. Because that's a genuine, like, shit, are you even allowed to see him, bro? Like, let's be real about it. Let's not pretend like the FBI is the highest, you know, intelligence officer of the land. We know they answer to somebody, right? So, are you allowed to see him, bro? I'm like, okay, Joe. But yeah, these politicians ain't talking about Palantir. They're not talking about none of that. Democrats are being Democrats and Republicans are being Republicans. Speaking of which,